Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bath Mat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series Dark of the Moon Shockwave. And this figure is sick! Although, this isn't a nitpick, it's just kind of confusing. The image on the box was way more purple than this. Which, I don't know. Like I get in the movie, he was like way more silver. I don't think he had any purple. And then every version, pretty much all the toys of him did have purple because it's Shockwave. He has to be purple. But wow, it's a bit different than what I thought I was getting on the box. Well, at least the picture. I knew what I was getting. And this, I believe, is a re-release of the Studio Series Shockwave figure, which is very nice because I did not have him before, but now I do, and I think they might have thrown in a couple new people. I don't know. I can't compare him to the original Studio Series Shockwave because I didn't have the original Studio Series Shockwave. But now I have this Studio Series Shockwave, which I'm pretty sure is the same as the original Studio Series Shockwave, but I don't have the original Studio Series Shockwave, so I can't... Anyway. Yeah, this figure's pretty dang cool. And I really like it. After what I said in my last video where I said I'm not really good at doing the, nothing transformations, I think I take that back because, it's less that I can't do the nothing transformations where they turn into random Cybertronian vehicles, because that's not it. It's just, with the Fallen and, because this guy turns into a nothing Cybertronian tank. But it's like, the difference is between this guy and, say, the Fallen or concept art Megatron, and is that this guy, even though he's transforming into a nothing, things properly tab and lock in, and it doesn't feel like you're just having things out there for no reason. Whereas with the Fallen, everything tabbed in, but it didn't feel like you were done. This has like when you complete a step, okay, I am done completing this step. It just feels better. And so therefore I'm able to remember it way better because, when you clip in an arm, okay, it's in the right spot. And so, yeah. Anywho, let's get into the box review. So, here's the box. And you got Transformers Studio Series Shockwave. You have that beautiful purple there, which honestly, if this guy wasn't expensive, or as expensive, I would love if they re-released him in the full purple, because look at this. So on this, there's the side, and look at that. Oh my goodness, that's what I want. I like the live action Shockwave design. It's pretty dang good. But the silver or the purple that has faded over time, I don't. That's all fine and dandy. I quite like this guy, but I want that. If they were to re-release it in those colors, I might get it, because that's perfect to me. You got 17 steps. You got oh yeah, I forgot. He comes with Wheelie and it was Wheelie, right? Yeah, Wheelie and Brains. Was it Brains? And also he comes with a paratrooper. So that's fun. And there's that design, and it just looks so good. It's so good. And then there's the bottom. Oops. And tossing that away, because Studio Series doesn't do the whole display bases anymore. Yeah, let's get in here and look at him. And yeah, the sculpting is really good on this figure, but yeah, I want it purple. After that image of you got the purple scrapes and everything like that, but I want it real purple, like real purple. And then you have his arm weapon, sword, stabber thingy. I don't know. And, oh yeah, this brings me to one major part of this figure. Major part of this figure, gosh. If you don't like, the rubbery plastic, you might not like this guy. There's so much on him that is this soft, squishy rubber. Like this weapon, his hands, his gun barrel, his feet, this part, which that makes sense. But there's like so much of him that is that soft rubbery plastic so that you can't get harmed. Well, so that a kid can't get harmed. And it kind of bothers me. Like, I understand you have to follow it. I understand the spikes being rubbery, but why is the hand? Like, it feels gross. I don't like it. And why is the gun barrel? I mean, you already cheaped out on paint. Why can't I have more plastic? I don't know. But yeah, those are my two nitpicks. Well, my first nitpick being the purple, which isn't really a nitpick. It's just more of a, man, I want that other thing. And then my actual nitpick of the soft rubber plastic, because I'm fine with it being on figures. I understand why it's there. You have to follow those protocols and everything like that. But this figure uses so much of it. Anyway, let's get into accessories. Where are they? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so as far as accessories go, he has this weapon, sword, stabber thing. He has the tube thing. I'm forgetting the tube works. That connects from here to here, and this does peg in, and you have to peg it in on your own. And that first time doing it, it's so difficult. It has been loosening up, but man, getting it in there, you have to like rock it back and forth and put a lot more pressure than you'd expect. And on both sides, it's pretty difficult. Also, he has two spots that you can put it. I don't know which one's the right one. There's no good shots in the, of where it is in the instructions or on the box, quite frankly. I assume this one is, but I could also see it be this one. I genuinely don't know. If you know, please tell me. Because until then though, both work. So if you think this looks cooler and you want this figure and you get it and you want it that way, do that. Doesn't bother me. Or if you want it in here, do that. Doesn't bother me. Both are good. I've honestly been testing out both. Just seeing, my gosh, my fingers are starting to hurt from unpegging and repegging it so much. But yeah, all I would suggest is pick one and then don't move it, because it locks in very well, and it's hard to it's hard to get out and in, and it's been loosening up as you see there, because I did it like a whole bunch of times in a row, but man, I had to put a lot of pressure there and my fingers kind of hurt now. And yeah, now accessories. The rest of his accessories. He comes with the tiniest little figures, like compared to my pinky. Like there's like my pinky finger, and it's so tiny, very, very tiny. You got Wheelie, and you got I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink some water. That's so good. And then you have Brains. I think that's his name. And you know, I don't really care about scale for these guys. I'd really like another release of them. Like, well, Wheelie, he had that one toy from, I think it was Dark of the Moon. No, it was Revenge of the Fallen, where it was him and he could actually transform. And while I don't have that guy, I want it, But it would be cool to see them re-release this guy with modern stuff. I don't care about the size. I get this is in scale, and he's supposed to be so small, and so it's like impossible. But I don't care. I just want a figure that can transform. Because with these, well, yeah, now I technically have them. I don't care. I'm gonna lose them. Like, I either have to keep them in a baggie forever, where I'll know that they're safe, or I mess with them and then inevitably they are gone. Also, they have no articulation, but they're also made out of that soft rubbery plastic, so you can bend them however you want. And then, I think this is the added-in new guy. You have the Parachute Trooper, and he can... It's like one of those figures that you can get at, like, I don't know, the dollar store where they have the parachute on them, and I'm trying not to open it up too much because, well, actually, screw it. Yeah, and I have no idea if this will work, but, it kind of worked. Yeah, so, it works, and you can recreate the scene where Shockwave gets taken out by some dude landing on him, and he's like, ah! And then Shockwave's like, oh, I can't see, brr. And then, yeah. So, I guess that works, but, and yeah, it's fun that they added it. I don't really care, and this will inevitably get tangled up, and yeah. But it's fun that they added that. And, yeah. Now let's get... I've been saying yeah a lot. Let's get into articulation. So, you got a... I'm going to do it on this arm because it's easier. You got full 360. You got out that far. You have down. You have a bicep swivel. You have 90 degrees of bend. Well, yeah. You have... Man, this is really loose and floppy. It's kind of annoying. You have a hinge at... the arm there, and I think maybe he can hold 5mm peg stuff right there, but I'm genuinely not sure. And then on this side, you have bend 90 degrees. You have thumb articulation, and yeah. I guess back you have movement at these parts, so you can adjust them however. And you have up and down at this. Head is on a ball joint, so you got all that movement, and then you can also bring this forward like that. So that's cool. And then no waist, because apparently Bayverse Decepticons are allergic to having a waist joint. But you got forward that far, back that far, out that far. You have a thigh swivel. You have a knee bend. You have a bend at the knee pad, so you can get a more natural looking bend there, which I think is pretty cool. You have a hinge at the foot that just is due to transformation, but you can use that to move down and up. And then you have ankle tilt there. Then you have this part that's just there, but I guess it kind of works as a heel. But also, these are a bit too loose on mine, which means he ends up falling backwards a lot, which is a little bit frustrating, but it's overall not too big of a deal. And now let's get into size comparisons. So, here he is with my previous review. Stop falling. The Fallen, who has a lot of, like, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but there they are. And these two are both really big, and yeah, these guys are both absolutely sick looking, and my dog is scratching on my door. In a minute. But yeah, I think he wants a treat or something. I don't know if you can hear that, but he probably keeps. He's heard me now. Anyway, so here they are. They look pretty dang cool together, even though that they. Yes, Dozer. I know. My dog's name is Dozer, by the way. He's great. And Here he is with Prime. And here he is with Batman. And now let's get into transformation, because like I said before, he has a nothing transformation. Well, he transforms into a nothing tank, but things actually peg in with him, and so it's actually super easy to remember and easy to do. Gosh, dang it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. They both have a similar problem in being really big and awesome, but then having really flimsy, like, ankles. What? Did my battery just die? Yes, Dozer, I know. Did it die or overheat? Okay, I'm gonna just pause, take care of my dog, and be right back. I'm back. I'm not sure still if it is overheating or not, so the light thing I might have to switch to my not so good light, but yep, I'm gonna have to switch over to my not so good light. Gosh dang it, it says it has battery. Ow. Actually, there we go. That'll have to do for now. So yeah, sorry about this. I think I'm gonna get another light thingy so that when this one dies, I can just switch it out real quick. Even though I charge it quite regularly, sometimes I'll be reviewing a bunch at, like, I'll do a bunch of reviews at the same time so that on days where I don't have energy, I can just, well, release one of those. But, yeah, I think I'll get one of those so that I can just switch it out and continue. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the ankles. They also, yeah, my dog wanted a treat, so I gave him one, and now he's happy. But yeah, so the ankles are like really cool figures, but ankles are really weak and floppy and end up having them fall over a whole bunch. Anyway, let's get into transformation, because it's pretty fun. Also, did I ever say that there's articulation at the thumb, finger? I think it's a thumb here, but yeah. So anyway, let's get into this. So first, oh man, that tabs in real well. Pop out the arms like that, and then that just all kind of slumps back. Hold on, if I'm at this angle, do you get better lighting? Then bring the legs down, which also, going back in, man, you really have to push hard for some reason. This one slots right in, but on this side, then it comes out still pretty dang easily, so I don't know why it makes that big old pop sound there. Anyway, so then take the foot, just straighten it out, flip that. I can never remember how it, oh yeah, you want it like that. So on this side, I'll explain it better. So straighten this out, then with this part, you want to bring that, it's out like this, you just want to bring that in. You don't want to move it with that. Then take all of this, straighten out the head like that. You can bring it down, but I honestly don't know why that's there, because on this, you just bring this up, and then slant, get that pegged in like that. Bring the make sure that part's down, and then same thing on this side. Just swing that around and peg this. Oh my goodness! And why aren't you lining up? Peg this in and peg this in like that, and then you can just kind of bring the head down and into that, and I think that's what they want you to do. And yeah, so then take all this. There is a unpeg the backpack like that, and then bring this down, and this will slot right in there, and you'll just bring that, and then it's a little bit hard to show you, but line all this up, and there's a peg that slots right in there, and that will peg in real well. Then take the arms, and this one already did that for me, that's crazy, but close that, and close that, and then you wonder why this is made out of rubber if it's gonna just pop out so easily anyway. So then take the arm and peg that in there, and peg that in there, like that. And then take the back part, bring this up, and peg this in. I said peg this in. There's slots right there that should just go right into. And then, oh yeah, parts forming. Take this piece off and put that there, because they couldn't have just engineered a way for it to slide. I feel like that is a little bit lazy. And then you have this part that, I mean, I don't know. I feel like on this, you might unplug it here and then plug this one in right there, so that has a bit better of a range, so that you can kind of keep that out of the way more of the treads. But, oops. And yeah, here that is. And just because I can, for a brief second, there's what it looks like in actually good lighting before this inevitably dies again. But yeah, that looks pretty dang good. And I quite like it. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, so then you can, you know, put those however you want and all that. And yeah, so while it's a nothing thing, everything tabs in way better. And so like the arms, well, yeah, they're just being brought up and then down, kind of like with the Fallen. It feels like every part of it tabs in, and it tabs in well. That's the big difference, because on the Fallen, everything does technically tab in. It just holds like, I don't know, something that doesn't hold well. And yeah, on this, everything locks in. You can mess with stuff and move it around, and you won't get much movement. And yeah, so overall, it's much better. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them, as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. And sorry about the light dying. I plan on making this be the last time that happens for the rest of this. I'm going to get another light, and so I can just switch it out if it dies mid-recording, because this is starting to get really annoying. To me, at least. So, yeah. Bye.